morning, dear students. Today I am going to discussion about the next the concept, that is combination of registers. So far the previous class that we have been discussion about some of the important concept, say electric power, electric energy, and also their SI units and dimensional formula, that all the factors that I have been discussed about the last class. Today I am going to discussion about very important concept is combination of registers. Why we are going to discussion about the combination of the registers? Why we should supposed to use the combinations? Is it necessary? For example, we want to get the required value of registers, we must able to make some of the combinations. For example, let me take in general, if you want to take some matter, for example, say 15 kg rice, if you want to take, what you are going to do? Nowadays there are some more the digital weighing machines are there, so you can able to get the 15 kg. But analog, say that weighing machines, say 1 kg, 2 kg, 5 kg, 10 kg, like this. What you are going to do? Say in that case 10 kg plus 5 kg, total 15 kg. You must able to add those two weights to get it as total 15 kg. That's what required value. Yes, in this case also the same thing. To get the required value of registers, we must able to make some of the combinations. What are the combinations here? Combinations of registers. The first thing, series combination. Series combination. And second one is, say, parallel combination of registers. Series combination as well as parallel combination. Mainly there are two types of combination of registers. As I told earlier about the registers value, to find out the resistance value, resistance of the register value, say 100 ohm, 20 ohm, say 120 ohm, 1 kilo ohm, 1 mega ohm, say 2.2 kilo ohm, something. These are some values. For example, say 100 ohm register, 200 ohm register, say 1 kilo ohm register, 220 kilo ohm register. These are all some different values. Say that 1 ohm register, 2 ohm register, say 50 ohm register, like this. I want to find out the required value of resistance. What we are going to do? We must able to say combine some more resistances to get the required value of resistors. Let me take in these particular considerations. So far here, say 5 ohm resistor, 3 ohm resistor, say 7 ohm resistor, to say 10 ohm resistor. We must able to combine. How? There must be the two types of combination of the resistors. One is the series combination, another one is parallel combination. Say, what is meant by the series combination of resistors, that we are going to discuss now. See, that's an important thing in this case. The series combination of resistors. What actually mean by series combination of resistors? That is also very important for the examination point of view. It's a 5 marks question in the board examination, especially for competitive examinations also. Some of the numericals they may be able to ask based on this series combination of resistors. See, series combination. What actually mean by the series combination of that resistor? Resistors are said to be in series combination. Means what? That end-to-end connection. End-to-end connection. For example, this is what? No, this is the one resistance. This is also one resistance. Say this is also that one resistance. This is also that one more resistance. Okay. Say these three resistance, that's R1, R2, R3. and these three resistors are connected end to end. This is the battery. So far, say this is the A point and this is the B point. This is R1, R2 and R3. These are all connected end to end. This is one resistance, this is the another resistance, and this one is the another resistance. These three resistors R1, R2 and R3, these three resistors are connected end to end across this battery. Say that's the one is positive terminal, another one is negative terminal. So the end to end connections. Series combination is nothing but, say resistors are said to be in series combination when they are connected end to end combination. Let me know. This is end to end combined combination of these resistors. End to end combination of that resistors. So far in this case what happens now? Say for in this case the same current is flowing through it. End to end combination, end to end connection of these resistors in which say the same current is flowing through it and the potential difference must be different. Ultimately what happens? Total potential difference between two ends of this AB should be equal to sum of the potential, sum of the individual potential across individual resistors. This is what I said. So far the current must be same. I means that's the current, it should be the same. But potential must be different across the different resistors. See the total potential, that's a V between two ends. That's the total potential. Say that V1 is the potential difference between across this R1. V2 is the potential difference across R2. V3 is potential difference across R3. Let me know in this particular consideration. Total potential difference across the combination is equal to sum of the potential difference across each resistor. See in this case, what is the series combination of resistor? Series combination of the resistors anta kelidag ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇದು. ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಂಡ್ ಟು ಎಂಡ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಇದು ಒಂದು ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್, ಇದು ಒಂದು ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್, ಇದು ಒಂದು ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್. ಈ ಮೂರು ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಂಡ್ ಟು ಎಂಡ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲೇ R1, R2 and R3 ಈ ಮೂರು ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಂಡ್ ಟು ಎಂಡ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. I must be the current. The same current must be flowing through this combination. End to end connection ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ same current I is flowing through this combination. I ಅನ್ನೋದು same current ಈ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Same current. Next ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ total potential difference across this combination is equal to sum of the potential difference across individual resistance. Andre total potential difference across this combination is equal to see potential difference, sum of the potential difference across individual resistance. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. See, this is a basic concept regarding that series combination of that resistors. So far, this is the combined effect. The same combined effect, that's one more thing, that's equivalent circuit for this series combination. So far here, say this is the effective resistance, that is the RS we call it now. RS is the effective resistance. Say this is the battery as it is. So this RS means whatever the effect will be taking place for this combination, the same effect is RS. Say that I be the current, V be the potential difference between, say, this RS only. Okay. In this case, what we are going to discussion here. The first point, what I supposed to know. Consider three resistors. It's very simple concept. Say, consider three resistors. Resistors R1, R2 and R3 are connected end to end in series. R3 connected in series. The second point what we supposed to know, say let phi be the potential difference across this combination. Say phi be the potential difference across the combination. Next one, V1, V2, V3 are potential difference across the resistance R1, R2 and R3 respectively. Now see V1 potential difference across R1, V2 potential difference across R2, V3 potential difference across R3. Total potential difference. Total potential difference across, see that particular combination. As usual, in this case what happens, that's very important concept here. Say I be the current must be the same. In series combination. But phi must be different. Different across different registers. These 2 points are very important concept. Therefore, in this case, what happens now? Total potential equal to sum of the potential difference across individual resistance. V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. We call that is equation number 1. So far, in this case, what happens now? The potential across, say potential is different across different resistance. That is what we supposed to know. See, V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. This is what we call that equation number 1. But we know that, say that Ohm's law. From Ohm's law, you know that Ohm's law. V equal to I into R. From this, say V1 equal to I into R1, V2 equal to I into R2, V3 equal to I into R3. Say this is equation number 2. From equation 2, equation 1 becomes. Yes. Say from 2, equation 1 becomes. V equal to I into R1 plus I into R2 plus I into R3. This is I is common. So R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this is the V. So for V by I equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is equation number 3 now. So far in this case, if the combination of resistors, all these combination of resistors replaced by the single resistor, that RS, that is the effective resistance in series. So whatever the effect is taking place for these 3 combination, the same effect is taking place for this single resistor. So this circuit is what we call it now, say equivalent circuit now. This is what now, say equivalent circuit. This is the equivalent circuit. This is the, say this circuit, that's what? Series combination of resistors. Whatever the effect taking place for this combination, the same effect is taking place for the single resistors now. So far, in this case, what happens now? From this equivalent circuit, you must know that from equivalent circuit, V equal to I into that RS, V by I equal to that RS. This is equation number 4. But in this case, from equation 3 and 4, you must know that. From equation 3 and 4, say RS equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is the effective resistance for this series combination now. When number of resistors are connected in series, their equivalent resistance, their effective resistance is equal to sum of the, say, individual resistance. This is very important expression for the examination point of view, for the PU board examination point of view. 4 to 5 times they have been asked. Find the equivalent resistance of in series combination. So you must able to derive that particular derivation. This derivation, it's very important. Say first definition, then diagram, then explanation. Say this formula, these 4 mode formulas are very important that you can able to write systematically and also give the physical significance of individual terms. So far, with reference to this, for example, say R1 equal to R2 equal to R3 equal to R. All are the same resistors. Then what happens now? Say Rs equal to R plus R plus R plus so on up to n times. Then Rs equal to n divided by R. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದ್ದವಾಗ ದ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರಬಹುದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ Rs equal to n into R ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಈ MCQs ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಯೂತರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾನೆಚ್ಚ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಸಚ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ that registers. It is a 5 marks questions for few board examination point of view. And some question they may able to ask for the competitive examination. Maybe the Karnataka State CET, Comet that NEET, JEE main, they may able to ask based on this series combination of that registers. So after this is what now series combination of that registers. So that next concept that I am going to discussion about the parallel combination of that registers that I am going to discussion now. The second one is parallel combination of that registers. Parallel combination of registers means what? Say this is one resistor and this one is another resistor. Both are connected across each other. This is one resistor and this one is the another resistor. Both are connected across each other. This is a parallel combination. But series combination, end to end combination, it's a series. This is a parallel combinations. Both are across each other. Let me know that in the combination of that resistors, series as well as their parallel combination. In this case, what happens now? Parallel combination is nothing but what I said now. Say in this case, when these resistors are connected across each other, means between two common points, both the resistors are connected parallel to each other. In which what happens now? Potential difference across each resistor must be the same, but current must be, say the total current that should be equal to sum of the current across each other, sum of the current through each other. Means what? In a parallel combination of resistors, always you should think, say current must be different, say potential across individual resistors must be same. As we compare with the series combination, in series combination ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಈ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ದ ಸೇಮ್, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್. So this is a difference that you can able to analysis here. How exactly it is? Say for this is the one more resistor and this is the another resistor. I will take 3 resistors here. This is the one more resistor. Total 3 resistors. All are connected across each other. All are connected across each other. Say for this is the one point between these 2 points. So far this is R1, R2 and R3. Say this is the combined that should be connected with that battery. Okay. So far in this case some main current. So this current will divide R1, I1 I2 and I3. The potential difference across each resistor is same. Parallel combination of resistors, potential difference across each resistor is same. This is also V, correct? This also that V, this also that V. So, total potential, let me know that total potential across these two points, common points, that should be that V. It must be the same. This is a battery, positive as well as negative. See, their equivalent circuit is the same effect is. Whatever the effect is taking place for this combined, the same effect is taking place for this equivalent circuit. Say this is the RP, that's the I, and this is the potential. So far, this is the pattern. Same thing. It's a simple explanation that what I am going to discuss in this case. So far, let us consider R1, R2, R3, R3 resistors. They must be connected between 2 points, 2 common points, A and B. That's what. You must know that. Let's say R1, R2, R3 are 3 resistors. 3 resistors connected between points A and B. This is what. So far in this case, I1 be the current, but in this case what happens? The potential V. Yes. V be the potential difference must be same. That's what potential difference across each resistors must be the same. Then I1, I2, I3 are the currents flowing through R1, R2, R3 respectively. So far you can able to write. Say next point is, say I1, I2 and I3 are currents flowing through R1, R2 and R3 respectively. But the current must be different. That's what we supposed to. If it is different, what happens now? Say this is the main current. This current should be equal to sum of the current through all these 3 resistors. This is very important concept now. In this case, what happens now? Say total current equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. We call that is equation number 1. Total current is equal to sum of the current through all 3 resistors. Say I equal to I1 plus I2 plus that I3 now. So far from Ohm's law, you must know that from Ohm's law, V equal to I into R, I equal to V by R. So from this I1 equal to V by R1, I2 equal to V by R2, I3 equal to V by R3. We call that is equation number 2. See, from the Ohm's law, I1 equal to V by R1, I2 equal to V by R2, I3 equal to V by R3. So from 2, equation 1 becomes, say I equal to V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3. Then I equal to V is common, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Then I by V equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. We call that is equation number 3. See again, this is the equivalent circuit for the parallel combination. Say for equivalent circuit, this is for the parallel combination of resistors. Whatever the effect is taking place for all these 3 resistors, the same effect is taking place for this single resistor. Means This is the equivalent circuit. So from this equivalent circuit, yes, from equivalent circuit, say V equal to I into that Rp. Say I by V equal to 1 by Rp. We call that is equation number 4. From equation 3 and 4, yes, from equation 3 and 4, 1 by Rp equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. This is expression for combination of resistors, parallel combination of that resistors. That is what we came to know that. In this case, 1 divided by Rp equal to 1 divided by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. It is nothing but what I said. It is the effective resistance in parallel combination. Effective resistance. So far in this effective resistance, that is what in the parallel combination, it is the reciprocal of, say, equivalent resistance is equal to, say, sum of the reciprocal of individual resistance. Reciprocal of effective resistance is equal to sum of the reciprocal of individual resistance. That is what effective resistance in parallel combination or equivalent resistance in parallel combination. We have got that expression is 1 divided by Rp equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. See, in this case also that very simple concept, that is what we came to know that here, if all are the similar resistances, say R1 equal to, R2 equal to, R3 equal to R, 1 by Rp equal to 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R up to that n times. This is what 1 divided by Rp equal to n times of R, 1 by R. Say this is what now, n divided by R. Rp equal to R by n. This is the one of the important expression. As comparatively both, see Rs equal to what? Rs equal to, say, n times of R. Just you compare both. Here, particularly Rs, that effective resistance in series combination. Effective resistance in series combination, that should be that higher value. Sum of all the individual resistance, the effective resistance should be always greater than the higher resistance. But in the effective resistance for the parallel combination, the effective resistance should be less than the least resistance. So that is also very important. As comparatively both, what is the relation between that Rs and Rp? Here that I can able to write, say that Rs divided by Rp equal to, Rs is n into R, Rp is R divided by n. It should be what? N square. Let me know. Say Rs equal to n square Rp. This is the relation now. Rs equal to n square Rp. See the ratio of higher resistance to the lower resistance means higher resistance is always series combination, lower resistance is always parallel combination. Let me know that in the series as well as parallel combination. Now ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ಇವಾಗ ಏನಪ್ಪ parallel combinations ನೇ ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮಗೆ effective resistance ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲೇ say individual resistance ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ individual resistance ನಲ್ಲಿ least value ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ effective resistance ಆ least value ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತದ. ಬಟ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ say effective resistance ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ higher value ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ that I would like to discussion in this case, say that's R1 equal to 1 ohm, R2 equal to 2 ohm, say R3 equal to 4 ohm ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ say Rs ultimately what sum of this one is 1 plus 2 plus 4, total it is 7 ohm resistance. Say 7 ohm resistance. Rp, see Rs is always greater than R3 anta. Effective resistance for parallel combination, say 1 divided by Rp equal to 1 divided by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. It is 1 divided by 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by, say, that is the 4 now. The effective resistance, say that Rp is always less than 1 ohm. After simplification, that whatever the value, it should be less than, say, that is the 1 ohm. Say that's a 1 ohm. This is what? This is very important concept. Always you should try to understand. Sometimes they may be able to ask the questions here. See, difference between series as well as parallel combination. Many times they may be able to ask for 3 marks question or 5 marks questions also. Say it was asked in the PU board examination for the 5 marks question now. 5 marks question. See, ಇಲ್ಲಿ PU board ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದುಂಟು. ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ what is the equivalent resistance? Derive the expression for effective resistance of 2 resistors are connected in parallel ಅಂತ 5 marks ಕೇಳಿದ್ದುಂಟು annual examination ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ತಗೊಂಡದ್ದು 3 resistance ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೀವು ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದಾಗ 2 resistance ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ 3 resistance ತಗೊಂಡು ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು according to the requirement, so lastly you can able to write, say, generally you can able to write from this expression, say 1 divided by Rp equal to 1 divided by R1 plus 1 divided by R2 ಅಂತ ಬರೀಲೇಬೇಕು. ಹೀಗೆ ಬರೆದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಿಮಗೆ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವೊಂದು 3 ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ 1 divided by Rp equal to 1 divided by R1 plus 1 divided by R2 ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದೇನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಇಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು 3 ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನನಗೆ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 1 divided by Rp equal to 1 divided by R1 plus 1 divided by R2 plus 1 divided by R3. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದ 2 ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ 1 divided by Rp equal to 1 divided by R1 plus 1 divided by R2. ಇವಾಗ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರೆದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. So that always you should able to read that particular, say, that problem, then you can able to analyze this now. Okay, so this is what I am going to what I have discussed for this session, series combination as well as parallel combination of that resistors. So far, apart from this, in the next class that I am going to discuss about some more that combinations, say the different values, or that one more thing, say that cells and EMF and internal resistance. This concept that I am going to discuss in the next class now.